Turning now to our Camino segment this week. Today we're shining the spotlight on somebody who has been a major part of the Chicano community here in Colorado through his art, but has also been a fighter for social justice for decades, nationally and internationally. Joining me now is muralist Emanuel Martinez. Emanuel, thank you for being here, just carving out some time for us. We appreciate you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
So I want to ask you all about the incredible work that you do and will continue to do, but tell me about yourself first. Tell our viewers who you are.
Well, I'm a Denver native who started my career as a juvenile delinquent myself. At the age of 13, I did my first mural in the Lookout Mount School for Boys in Golden, Colorado. And so after serving a few months there, I kind of declared that I was an artist, and this was going to be my career, and so I've stuck with it ever since. And since then, you know, I've been considered the pioneer of the mural movement here in Denver, having done murals in the late '60s. 1968 was when I started doing painting murals, and you know, and I've been doing it ever since. Not only here in Colorado, but I've got murals now in 14 states and a few different countries. Yeah.
And they're so beautiful. And you think about Colorado, I think everybody thinks about, you know, the mountains and the trees and the forest, as you should. But the next thing I think about when I think about the beauty of our state is the art that you see. Murals have become such a, I mean, an integral part of like the culture here. Isn't that incredible to see that you were a pioneer of that movement and to see what it's become now?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm very impressed, and I'm pleased with the fact that it has become a medium that people appreciate, and murals really tell a story about everything actually.
They truly do.
Yeah, it's good to see all that activity, and I associate with some of the young muralists today.
Yeah, I'd imagine it makes you proud. Tell us about Los Voluntarios and the work that's done in the community with that organization.
Oh, well, that was an organization that I started as a part of Los Voluntarios organization. This was like when I was in high school, and it just had to do with social justice, and later it became Denver's first Chicano civil rights organization, the Crusade for Justice, and I was an incorporator, one of the incorporators of that organization in 1966. And that same year I went to work with Cesar Chavez, who I did artwork for, and then, you know, later I hitchhiked to Mexico in '68 to work with David Alfaro Siqueiros, who was the most significant muralist in the world, and I had hitchhiked over there to work with him, and so that was some incredible experience. And I also worked a lot with SCLC, with the Poor People's Campaign, Martin Luther King's organization, and other organizations. Like in New Mexico, I worked with Reyes Lopez Tijerina on the land grant struggles. So I've been an activist since then, and I still continue to believe that, and especially in these days, there's still a lot to do.
Truly.
Right.
Every next thing that comes out of your mouth just fascinates me more and more. You blow me away. Talk to me a little bit about, where do you even find this within yourself? You started so young. You're creating organizations in high school that are affecting change for communities, you know, of color, for all of us. That's inspiring to people. Talk to us just about how did you do that? What did you find within yourself?
Well, actually, I was helped at the age of 15 by a guy named, an artist by the name of Bill Longley, who was an artist from Santa Fe, who was you know, very progressive politically, and he actually got me involved in the civil rights movement when I was like 16 years old, and pretty much remained with that. And you know, the Emanuel project was started approximately 12 or 13 years ago, and you know, we are fortunate to get a funder who helped I was doing murals in facilities of incarcerated kids, and that's going pretty strong now too. And in conjunction with that, we also have a organization that my daughter Luna started called the Chicano Murals of Colorado Project, which we are preserving we have preserved numerous murals in Colorado so far, and now we're going to expand nationally, and we continue to do that, and I continue to restore murals. In fact, I'm restoring 6 murals now in Golden at the Lookout Mountain School for Boys, where I first started.
Full circle right there.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, there's those murals I did in 2011, and they need some restoration work now. But so we continue to stay active in those areas, and I'm just pleased to be a part of that organization, because we're expanding quite a bit, and one of our biggest projects now coming up this spring is to restore a mural I did in 1977, which will be the oldest mural in Denver, which was painted over, and we're going to bring that back. And it's near the Sun Valley Projects, called Urban Dope Rural Hope Mural, and we have quite a bit of support for that right now.
Yeah, we'll have to follow along with that story. That would be incredible, I think, to show our viewers. Before we say goodbye, just want to, ask you, when you think about all the work that you've done in the Chicano community and you look at where it stands today in Denver and how, it's just changed. Colorado has changed so much. It's grown in so many different ways. Are you hopeful? Do you think we're in a good space?
Well, I'm a little disappointed with gentrification and the changing the dynamic, the whole major changes that are taking place in our old neighborhoods, and people being displaced and spread out, and so that's a little discouraging sometimes, and because my murals have always focused on on the community murals. In other words, I would involve the community in the actual painting, just like I do the kids who help me paint on the Emanuel Project murals. And if you want to see more of my work, you could go to that website, emmanuelproject.org, or my website at emanuelmartinez.com.
Incredible. Thank you for everything that you've done and continue to do.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
for
for
making
inviting
time
me.
for us here at 9 News. We appreciate you. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.